What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is the return of Undertale. Hopes and dreams save the world and last goodbye. From what I'm told, it's 3 songs in one, and they're all kind of similar enough that they're kind of their own thing. Sure. One thing I know for sure that Undertale is massively popular, and people say constantly that if I ever do play this game is to not research anything, don't look up anything, just go in totally raw. So I thought that was funny. So apparently what I'm saying is that the community is very, very, very passionate. This is requested by a lot of people, like a lot. Geckobits, Raymond, Bangor MC Third, Ty, and a bunch of people in my comments. Hopes and dreams save the world, last goodbye. I'm guessing in that order. So Toby Fox is the composer. Let's get into it. Undertale is always a what word do I want to use? Weird time. Let's get into it right now. This is the longest Undertale song I've had so far. So trying to remember the last time I heard it. More musical than I'm used to. I don't remember, but is this the first time I've heard live instruments? That's the kind of sound I'm more used to with Undertale. I've only heard like 3 songs, so very whimsical, very happy. It is called Hopes and Dreams. Yeah, that's a guitar. Cal looping too. Real drum set. I gotta go listen to the other ones I heard. I wonder if I'll be able to pick up the transition or whatever it is. It's weird. It's like metal underneath. It's like another song back there. I don't know why, but that reminded me of Chrono Trigger for a second. I had a question, but I think I answered it myself. I was about to say, what genre is this? But I feel like everyone would just say Undertale. Is Toby Fox also a guitarist? It's like conflicting. I feel like you can decide what you want to hear if you just isolate. Like the guitar sounds like, and over here it's just like, This is impressive, but I don't know how to explain it. Exhibit A. Sounds like a. It sounds like a ending credits type of song. Like I could really just see like the whole like, you know, executive producer recorded at. Yeah, it totally has like a credits theme feel to it. I hear the other synth coming on over here. I'm guessing we're. I don't know what we're in right now. What song we're listening to right now. It's all blended in so well that I don't know when it's changed. I don't know if that's the sound quality of the video or if that's part of the song. I don't hear it anymore. I think it was part of the song. It was like this white noise. It's catchy. This almost, I know it sounds weird from someone that doesn't play this, but it almost doesn't sound like Undertale. And what I mean by that is the song that I've heard. First time I heard the bass just now. I was waiting to hear that. That noise, what is that? Oh, it's fading to black. Undertale, to me, is one of the biggest, and I mean like biggest, top 5 mysteries on this channel. There's a lot of mysteries, you know. I've never played this game. The only thing I know about this game is that, again, people say if you ever play it, do not look anything up, which is such a crazy thing to say, right? Because they're like so adamant about that. So there's one thing. 2, I've always just known this black image with white text, which says nothing, totally vague. And I've seen the little, I don't know if it's a mascot or character, but that little skull. That's it. So everything I've encountered through Undertale has been those 3 things, really. But the songs, now mind you, if you're, like, let's say this is your first video or so, you don't watch many of these, I don't really research, you know, too much. Even though I've heard other Undertale songs, I don't go check those out and be like, oh, what was that like again? I don't, you know, even songs that not songs, but even games that I've done, I don't do that. And the reason I don't do that is to kind of keep it fresh again. I have, what ends up happening is I have like an impression of it. Like, oh, I remember it's weird. Like I said that at the beginning, right? I was like, it's weird and kind of quirky. But that's it. I don't really remember much beyond that. So it did sound like Undertale in the sense where it had this kind of synthy type of lead. But I don't recall if I've heard electric guitars before. Maybe I have. You know, I don't listen to Undertale every single day. It's more like every couple of months. And I believe this is my third, fourth, or fifth song I've heard. And this was like 3 in 1. So, Yeah, it's a mystery. I definitely don't know what's going on. But the reason I ask that about if Toby is a guitarist is, well, I know that he's the composer, but I was asking if they're the guitarist because it sounds like if that was them. To me, that sounds as if, like, if I were to write these riffs but had nowhere to put them. How do I explain this? I'm speaking as a, musician, a guitarist. I feel like, and this would only be valid if he is, if he has another guitarist, then disregard all this. But I feel like this unique sound of kind of, or at least for these songs, this unique sound of like metal slash, happy-ish kind of synth stuff. It sounds like he's made all these riffs already and just had nowhere to use them, and then just kind of, mad chemist mushed them together. Also, it sounds as if I'm basically putting myself in a pseudo situation if I was in that spot. But it sounds like and I mean this in the nicest way possible. It sounds like a guitar nerd and a video game nerd, like, and he's like, well, I'm gonna make a soundtrack out of that, like out of those two things, right? And I can relate. I definitely play metal. It's fun. But, the riffing is like almost so not fitting. And again, none of this is negative. I like these songs, but it's so bizarre. And in hindsight, that's what makes it sound so unique, I guess. Because not only do people, does the Undertale community like rave about their game, but the music. They really like these songs. Like to listen to them outside of the game. And I could see that. I would say that there are definitely some soundtracks that you can, or at least that I would, listen to outside of the game. Some are better suited inside the game. And that has nothing to do with the song being bad or what have you. It just serves its purpose in the moment. I feel like you can listen to Undertale music kind of whenever you want. And of course, context, sure. But you know what I mean? Like it has a kind of like, I could put that anywhere. I could put that on a splash screen. I could do anywhere. And it'll sound cool. It's just a fun sounding song. Which brings me to my next thing. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I don't know if I've heard musical instruments before. Maybe I have. Again, it's been a while. But I feel like everything I've heard up until now was like MIDI. So, let me know. But I don't. I could just check, but I'm pretty sure that was the first time I may have heard like drums and guitars. Who knows? Guess we'll find out in the comments. Okay, so as far as what I got from it, which is, it was like right away, like the feeling was right away. And even if I didn't know these song titles, which are kind of hinting at something, truly the music does sound very finale, very finish, and it sounds like credits. I could totally hear that style of melody, excuse me, and like see the scrolling text and images just kind of like sporadically appearing. But then I remember that this is Hopes and Dreams, Save the World, and Last Goodbye. I don't know which one was which. I don't know if there were motifs, I don't know. I have no idea. But they were all so similar enough that I could see how that would be a singular kind of song. This is like an extended mix. But it's interesting that they work in harmony like that, like so well. Now that I think about it, I'll take this a step further. Since there's 3 of them, maybe those 3 are kind of symbolism. I'm taking a wild guess here. A symbolism of the progression of the game. So Hopes and Dreams would be like the start. Save the World is, I guess, the middle. And Last Goodbye would be the end. And the whole song kind of maybe this song kind of just bundles up Undertale as a whole. Is that a safe assumption? But I don't know. Who knows? Like I said, doesn't sound like anything I've heard from Undertale so far. It still sounds like it, but it doesn't sound as, whoa, what is going on? It was more like, oh yeah, this is cool. The what was going on was like the metal riffing with the happy synths. So very interesting. Lots of questions. Undertale is so bizarre and weird, and there's still songs left for it too. And I definitely want to know more about Toby Fox for sure. But yeah, I guess I'll continue to not know anything about it since you all insist to ignore everything. Let me know more about Undertale. I guess it's a huge popular thing that everyone swears by. Let me know more. Thanks to all the requesters. There's a bunch of you. Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to everyone that you see here. I had a good time. Undertale is very... Let's use a different word. It's very... Yeah. My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. Take it easy. Peace.